YouTube, what's happening? It is Saturday, January 11th, and we're going to start off with men's college basketball because why? Look at this. Let me just scroll real quick. Look how many games we have on this slate today. That is a lot of games. If you're wondering how many that is, that's 144 games in Division I men's college basketball. That is ridiculous. So, I'm not going to run through every game. I just don't have the time. You don't have time to watch me talk about it for an hour and a half because that's how long the video will be. So we're going to stick with the big boy games. All the Big Ten, SEC, ACC, ranked teams. Mid-majors, not today. We're not even going to cover them. Don't worry, I'm not taking a single play mid-majors. But if you want to take them, but you want to see the information, like you want to see the information for LaSalle, St. Bonnie, I'm not covering today. Sorry, I just don't have time. But if you want it for all the teams, you'll have to be a member and get access to the spreadsheet. That's the best I can do for you today. So you'll have to go to HQ and sign up there. But don't worry, I'm not even looking at them myself. I'm not taking any plays in these games. I'm just focusing on the larger games. But if you want the sheets, they're there for you. If you want the list of plays typed out for you, that's there for you. So you can sign up there if you want to. If not, I mean, we're going to roll to the big games here. Small ones, we'll pick those back up tomorrow probably, but not today. We just ain't got no time. So let's go ahead and jump into the first game because we got to get moving. All right, so first game we see is going to be Notre Dame and Duke. Let's pull up the sheets. There we go. And the first thing I notice is not this, but the spread is 19.5 for Duke. Bruh, that's a lot of points. Let's see, but it makes sense though because Duke is really good at scoring inside the arc. Notre Dame is just, they're terrible at defending it. Look, they're giving up 63% shooting. What are you doing? They shoot the threes kind of good, but Duke's kind of good defending it, and then vice versa. So 19's a lot. I was thinking more like 15, so I'm going to pass on that one. Just a little too much for my budget, a little too much. So number 1 to Illinois USC. Yep, that is a real game. And USC is a very average team, as you can tell. Just quench your eyes. You can see all the yellow, and it's like, yeah, they're pretty average. Illinois got a lot of green. They're pretty good. That's why they're ranked 13th. Makes sense. They're 14.5-point favorites. Now, that's Illinois. That's Illinois. That is USC, and so that's defense. I mean, I can see, man, these big spreads are kind of crazy. I think Illinois gets this. Like number 1 in rebounds, they're great efficiency. I just don't really want to lay that much with Illinois, but man, just seeing these numbers, and it's like USC is same thing as Duke and Notre Dame. It's like, yeah, Duke should win by 20, but you're going to sweat it the whole game. Like we want some winners. Like Illinois is really good though. They are good for a reason. They should dominate this game. I don't see anything. There's no category that USC really does good in because Illinois focuses mainly from shooting twos. They're number 2 in the country at making twos. So that's what they're going to focus on, which is what USC struggles at. So let's go ahead and I'll take Illinois. We'll take Illinois 14.5. We'll take that one. I ain't too worried. Makes me want to look back at Duke again too. Let me just go back to Duke. Get all these Illinois up screen. There we go. Duke. Man, the more I look at Duke, the more I'm thinking about it too. Because I keep seeing this matchup, and I'm like, how are they going to stop them from scoring? Because they're not even good at efficiency. Their pace is slow. Man, that's 10 points per half. Let's take Duke. Let's have a little fun today, shall we? Duke minus 19.5. We're doing it. We're taking it. We're crazy. Back to the right. Pitt and Louisville, that counts. That's a good game. That's a very average game. Both teams are very average. That pushes, and that pushes. Okay, so it's a very average game. It makes sense. The spread is 4 for Pitt. That makes sense. So there's nothing there for us. We move on. St. Bonnie's a pass. Yale, Brown's a pass. Butler, Creighton's a pass in my mind. Sorry. South Carolina, Auburn. That's not a pass. That's Auburn. That's number 2 in the country, Auburn. And South Carolina is not good. Bruh, that is going to be a bad one. Auburn by what, 16.5? I don't even care. I'm taking Auburn. Give me Auburn in this one. Auburn minus 16.5. If Auburn plays like I'll show you what the first thing I saw when I saw this. One, I saw all red for South Carolina. But see, this matchup, them shooting twos versus them defending 335 versus 52. Come on. And then I see that South Carolina can barely shoot. Auburn shuts that shit down. And then South Carolina can't shoot threes. Auburn isn't the best at defending it, but they can't shoot them anyways. So they don't read. Their offensive efficiency is terrible. They don't rebound. Auburn dominates this game. This should be a 40-point win, no matter where they play. I don't care. So yeah, this should be Auburn all day. I'm taking big favorites. I'm a little scared by taking nothing but big favorites so far, but it's a chalky Saturday. I can feel it in all the sports. All the sports can be very chalky today. The dogs ain't going to be barking today. Where are we going next? NESA Bell wants a pass. New Mexico, San Diego State's a pass. Lafayette, Holy Cross. Nope. 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 Man, I'm passing like 10 games. Texas Tech, Iowa State, finally a Big 10. Hey, I mean, Big 12. There we go. Iowa State's ranked number 3. Of course, we include them. Yeah, that's going to be Iowa State right there, having a big advantage shooting the ball. But Texas Tech has a good advantage shooting too. They play some good defense from 3. That push, they both play good defense, except for this 2. What is this line? I'm actually curious now. So it's going to be Iowa State is Texas Tech's favored over the number 3 team in the country. Bruh. That is, what? I mean, but I don't see no clear advantages for Iowa State or Texas Tech, so I kind of get why the spread's that. That's a fun one. All right, I think we're gonna pass on that because, that efficiency right there for Texas Tech is very concerning defensively in the last 3 games. And if you're asking why I do 3 games, that's 2 weeks in college basketball time. NBA 2 weeks is 7 games roughly. College, it's 3 games. It's like they go a full week without playing a game. It's weird. They'll play on Wednesday. You won't see them again until Wednesday. The scheduling is really weird in college. So we do 3 because other than anything longer than 2 weeks, it's too far back. So, all right. Yeah, something's fishy with that line. That line would be a 1.5. It's almost like you want to take Texas Tech at home by 1.5. But then it's like Iowa State is number 3 for a reason. Texas Tech isn't ranked. I'm overthinking it. We're gonna leave it alone. Keep moving. Next we got Yukon and Georgetown. Yukon's playing. They're in a conversation. So even if it's Georgetown, who is the number 1 2-point defense in the country. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Yukon shooting number 20. Man, they have flipped. Remember, like a couple games, not 3 games ago, but like 6 games ago, when Yukon was one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the country. Now they're 21st at 43.5%. Ooh, Georgetown is not the best at defending. They're still above average, but they're about to enter. They're literally average. That's what they are. That's a push, basically. That's the Yukon advantage. This Yukon advantage is kind of negated by that defense. Ooh, what's the Yukon line? That is 4.5, but they know. It's like they know. And UConn's defensive efficiency is not good recently, too. They don't get many rebounds either. Man, Georgetown plus 4.5 at home might be a play. I'm saying them home courts are crazy. Only one I took Auburn because Auburn's just that much better in South Carolina, but this one, Georgetown's not that bad. You could tell. You could take Georgetown plus 4.5 and feel okay about it. And even though it's UConn, it's a little scary, but I would still feel good. I bet the place can be rocking today too. I'm not. Let's do it. Let's do it. The numbers are there. UConn's strong. Well, if UConn hits their threes though, it might get ugly. But if they don't, I think Georgetown's going to shut that shit down. 33% shooting. That's crazy. And then give me Georgetown. Give me some Georgetown. I'm down. That lined up. That is round up. The G-Town plus 4.5. Plus 4.5 at home. I'm down. Yeah, that's just enough for people to want to take UConn blindly looking at it. I'm down for that. Let's keep it moving. We got Cincy and Kansas. Oh, yep, that's definitely a play we're going to look at. Cincinnati. Cincy is not ranked, but Kansas is 11th. 4th in defense. Not good for you. That's a push. And that's Kansas. So we got 2 big Kansas defensive advantages versus Cincy's offense. Cincy's going to have not a good time scoring anything. Cincy's scoring 60 in their last 3, and now they're facing 2 good defensive on both sides. Hell, I'd be more inclined to take Cincy team total under. Could be a move. Number 4 in the country, number 46 in the country. They're already shooting 60 points. You know what? That sounds crazy enough. I like it. So I'm going to do it. We're going to go match details. We're going to see what that team total is. Give me let's see, team props, Cincy. What's your team total? 67.5. Oh yeah, buddy. We're going under. We're going to take that. We're going to say Kansas shuts that shit down. We're going to go Cincy. We're going to go Cincy team total under 67.5. We're going to try this. It's the first one I've done all year. Just don't blindly tail it. I'm just going to take this one to see how it works because I'm seeing these numbers. Best, 4th best, 46th best. They're averaging 60 in the last 3, and you're 67.5, and you're not even a fast scoring team. So it's like, where are you getting the points from? And your offensive efficiency you're just not efficient recently. So let's rock with some Cincy team total under 67.5. Next up on the schedule is East Carolina, Memphis. Memphis is ranked. We'll show we'll show them. If they're ranked, they get on the screen. That's all I'm saying. No matter what conference they're in. If it's garbage, like not garbage, but lower level, like, look at this. Look at ECU. ECU wants nothing to do with the 3-point line. They don't make threes. They don't defend threes. They don't shoot threes. Well, they ain't got time for it. Crazy. It's like so green and yellow. All of a sudden, it's a brick of red. It's Memphis by 12.5. Does Memphis shut down their twos? So if you shut ECU's twos down, you win the game. It's simple as that. It's at Memphis, which is great. Yeah, their 3-point defense is amazing, which just means they just ain't going to shoot any. They shoot 46% from two, and they still guard that well too. I think Memphis rolls in this one. It's 12.5. I think it should be way higher, to be honest. TBH. We're going to say Memphis minus 12.5. I think they crush because ECU just isn't that good. There's nothing good about them. There's nothing screaming good. Yeah, Memphis. Yay, Memphis. Let's see. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. BYU TCU was a big conference game, so we will take that. Sure enough, we will look at that one. Let's see. They are really good at shooting. That's a big advantage for BYU right there. 58 versus 316. That's a push. That's a push. And that's a TCU slight advantage defensively, but it's really this one. Yeah, that's where they're going to make their bread and butter right there. Let's see what the spread is. BYU is 1.5-point favorites. Yeah, if they shoot, like if they do their averages, which is what we do around here, we want them to do their average. Players, teams, anything. If you do your average, you do it, we win. If you're below average, you have bad shooting days. It just happens. I think BYU should handle this easily. The efficiencies are about the same. Really, it's the only thing to have going. Everything else is kind of pushing. You could take BYU if you really wanted to, but the more I look at it, the more I'm not liking it. That's the only. We have 1 point of advantage. I like more. I like 2 at least. I need more than that. So that was BYU. Let's go Temple Rice. Nope. I'm not even counting like Sun Belt and Conference USA. Those don't count to me either. I'm talking about the big 4 conferences. Really, the giant 2 with the next 2, then the rest. Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, no. So like Florida State, Clemson. Yeah, they get on the screen for sure. That's neither one's ranked, but they're both pretty good overall. And yeah, it's a big matchup. So Florida State does not defend a 3. 61 versus this. That's a Clemson advantage, and they're at home. Gotta love that. That is an advantage for Florida State. This is both offense, and that is Florida State offense, and that is a push. 82. Can we potentially be looking at it over here? Let's look at the Clemson. 145. Well, 76 plus times 2 would be 152, but then it's like 158.3. Is that where we're at? Yeah, 158.3. Look at that weird math. The under is at 147. The total is at 145. So all of a sudden, the total is above the range they're in the last 3. If they're outside the range, we've been betting it. It's been working out quite well this week. So we're going to keep rocking with that kind of weird thinking. So we're going to go over 145.5 in the Clemson Florida State game. It's a weird one, I know, but hey, we'll take it. Let me clean up my list a little bit real quick and make sure I don't delete nothing I've already taken. Man, we're gonna have a lot of plays. I'm telling you right, I already have 7 plays, and we are kind of flying through the schedule, which is what I wanted. Let me do this. Okay, next up is we're gonna pass on these. These are all mid-majors. Nothing cool about these. Don't rank teams. A lot of smaller schools. MAC. I'm not even doing MAC. MAC is just no. Syracuse and Boston College is the next one. So we have Clemson. Now we need to find some Boston College on this one. There we go. Bang. Syracuse, not the best team. Boston College, not the best team either. A lot of yellow, a lot of orange. Nothing there that cancels out. Everything looks like it cancels. Nothing there for us. Next on the list is going to be... I'm not doing those games. Scroll SEC. Oh, we got some Missouri Vandy. Ew. Mizzou and Vandy. Missouri is playing. There we go. 12-3 versus 13-2. Neither team is ranked currently. That pushes. That leans Missouri. That leans Vandy. That leans Vandy. But nothing is the same good. Neither team's really good. I see the records are good, but the teams just aren't good. They're going to get blown up by like the real teams in the conference. You can just tell it's not going to be pretty for them this year. They're just, if they keep playing the way they are, they're playing above average. But no, like Auburn's going to just drag these 2 teams probably like over the course of the season. That just the teams like the upper echelon teams. These 2 teams aren't upper echelon. There's not, in my opinion. There's not. Not my opinion. The stats opinion. They don't lie, do they? Next is Arky. Arky. Scroll down, find it. There's so many games to go through. It's hard to find games. Florida and Arkansas. There we go. Florida is ranked number 8, still at 14-1 after their loss. I guess to let's see. That's a push. That's technically a push. It's like 50 spots, but still, it's still a lean Florida. That's definitely a lean Florida, and that's a push. So there's nothing here for us here either. A very close matchup. I don't know who I would even take in this one, especially with it being at Arkansas. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'd take that at all. Next, we're moving on to, it's a conference game, so we're going to cover it. I don't believe I'm covering this one. But, man, where the hell is it? Stanford, Virginia. There you go. It's an ACC game. Still weird to say out loud, but it's a bad SEC game. Look at that. Just, I said I'll show all the conference games. NC State, North Kakalaki. NC State is right there. And they're playing North Carolina, who is 10-6, but they are the most probably the battle-tested team in the country. They have just been going through it. Ooh, defense for sure, offense for sure. That's Carolina from 3 all day. That's, man, NC State's defense is miserable. Look at these numbers. I would take Carolina in this one. North Caro. No, not that one. Not that one. There we go. Carolina 4.5 on the road. This place, even though they're both not that great, this place will still be rocking today. You know it will be. That defense efficiency is really scary. That's not good for you. Other than that, Carolina's a very average team. I'm getting, what, 4 points? Yeah, I'll take Carolina by 4 points. Sure. NC State's just not who they were. It's clear as day they're not. What was it on my list? NC... Oh, we scrolled way down. We passed a whole bunch of games, whole gaggle of games, if you will. North Carolina minus 4.5. Yeah, we'll take that. From there, let's move to the next one, which is going to be Howard. Nope. Alcorn, DePaul, Sac, Marshall. No, the Milwaukee Sewer Rats. Stetson, Eastern Kentucky, Utah Valley. Nope. Man, there's a lot of mid-major just nonsense going on today. A whole lot of it. Providence is playing Seton Hall. That's just a good game. I'm a fan of games like that. So let's bring Providence up. I know I just saw them. Where the hell they go? I didn't scroll that much. Providence. There they are. Found them. People like basketball schools. That's what these are. Yeah, we'll show those too. If they're known as the group of basketball schools, and I say these will count for sure. Seton Hall's not good though. Ugh. Providence isn't good either, but still people like to see these teams. So hey, there you go. Nothing I want to bet on, but hey, there you go. Lipscomb, nope. P. Davis, Miami, the U. Okay, scroll up. Where's Miami? Miami. There's Miami. Against Wake Forest. You can see the numbers right there. That is, man, Wake's still low. Miami's so bad. They need to get them some transfer portal players for basketball and not focus on football so much. Wake Forest. It's Wake Forest all 4 categories. So Wake, and Miami's not going to have a good student. Like, it's not going to be a good atmosphere. It never is. So Wake by 3. Yeah, I'll take Wake by 3. Sure. Wake minus 3. That's a good play. I like that one a lot. I don't see how Miami, look, they can't rebound. They can't shoot. They can't defend. They can't shoot. If you can't do either one, what are you doing? You're just out there. You're just like traffic cones. You're in the way. From here, we're going to a team who had a bad night last night in football. We'll see how they do today in basketball. Texas versus number 1 Tennessee coming into town. But look how look how Tennessee's been playing the last 3 games. That doesn't inspire number 1 team in the country, does it? That's why they lost, because their numbers just aren't good. You played like dog shit in the last game. So, what they have at halftime? It was like, what, 15 points or something like that? It was crazy. So, yeah, efficiency's bad, shooting's bad. So, if you have a good defense, you can get Tennessee in a bad spot, because that's where Tennessee just is recently in the last 3. But Texas isn't that much better either. They're struggling too. So, yeah, Tennessee's way off their season averages. Way off. That's what happens. Do I want to take, man? Because you can see teams just all of a sudden go on a losing streak in college, especially if they're on back-to-back road games. Yeah, I can see them happening. Texas is plus 5.5 at home. Texas is 11-4. That leans a push. That leans Tennessee. That man, both lean. Man, both defenses from three are good. My God. What was it 136? That's 135 if you add those together, and that is 120. No, 132. Oh, yeah, it's a 3-point spread there. It's the same there. They're getting outscored in their last three games. That's how bad it's been for them. It's the total is at the top end, so under would be the lean. I don't know if I love it though, but the way Tennessee's shooting like dog shit though. They're not giving up points though. I could see the under hitting in this one. I could see the under. You know what? We'll go with our whole. If it's outside the range, we take it. So it's above the range. We're going to take the under. So we're going to go. It's weird. I know under. Because you just don't, the whole team, if the whole team shoots bad, that's not just one player shooting bad. That's everyone shooting bad. So that's a team thing. So we're going to go under 136.5. Now they could flip it around easily if they go back to their season averages. But right now, the way their last three average, no, they do this and they do this, we win. Simple. So I don't love it though. I do not love it. Let's see. Next is up is, oh, go away, notifications. Next up is going to be Kansas State. I'm still not at the bottom yet, am I? Nope. Not even close. There we go. Kansas State, Houston, all the better games are here at the bottom. Night games. Makes sense. Number one defense, only get up 49 points per game last three, of course. That's what Houston's known for, is shutting it down. They dominate threes. Houston sucks. K-State sucks at threes. They don't shoot them well. And then you throw Houston defense on top of how they've been playing, and it's going to be even worse probably. Their defense is amazing. Their points, it's Houston to suffocate you. They're like a snake. They just choke the life out of you. And Houston is a miserable team to play, I'm sure. I could imagine playing them and just, man, they're just, ooh. Let's see, what do we got? It's 11.5. Let's see, they're winning their games by 21 points basically in the last three games. That's crazy, and they're losing by 2. So Houston by 11 doesn't sound far-fetched. 130 is the total, and that is a 136, and that is less than that, obviously. That is what, a 112? Jeez, no, 119 even. That's 119 even. That's 136. That's a spread, and 130 is right in the middle of that. So I think, yeah, I think Houston's just the better team by far, and I think Houston chokes you out. Now, do they have the points? Like, look at their number one in defensive efficiency and 92nd in offensive efficiency. I'll take Houston. Houston's one, man. What was Houston ranked? 12th? Yeah. I'll take Houston minus 12. I don't condone taking road favorites. I took Auburn earlier, but now I took Wake too. But in some games, it's just like, okay, double digit favorite on the road never goes well usually, but sometimes you got teams like Houston that fundamentally as a team, they're going to do what they do no matter what. Look, this is their season average. That's their current average. That's just what they do. They choke you out. It's just crazy. Moving on. Georgia. It's right up here, isn't it? There it is. Georgia, Oklahoma. Oklahoma is 17th, but they've lost 2 in a row now, I believe. Yeah, Oklahoma's struggling a little bit. You can see that's a push. That leans Oklahoma offense slightly. That leans defense, and that leans. So we got 3 Oklahomas and 1 Georgia, but it's at Georgia. Georgia 6.5. I don't like that. I don't even know if Georgia's 6.5. I don't even know if they should be favored based on these numbers. No, that game's weird. Let's go to Ole Miss playing LSU. Yeah, LSU's playing great. They're not that tested though. They're 3-4 versus top 50. I mean top 100. That's not that good. Ole Miss is playing better. You go and pull the spread up, make sure it's not crazy. Ole Miss is 9.5. Really? Okay. So number 4 in scoring in the country versus 70. That still leans LSU. They can't shoot worth a damn. LSU can guard. That leans LSU. Ole Miss is really good defending the 3, which is what LSU shoots a bunch, and they both lean offense. That leans offense. This doesn't feel like it should be 9.5 for Ole Miss. It feels like LSU could keep it closer. Wouldn't you think? Doesn't it feel that way? It feels that way. I don't see how Ole Miss is going to get many points. That's what I'm really worried about, is Ole Miss getting points. So now I'm looking at the total, which they're scoring, what is that? 151.7. The total's 140. Okay, it's right in the middle of the range. I lean LSU, but I'm not going to take it. I lean LSU. So we're going to be smart, leave it alone. Next, we got Cal, who is an ACC team. So Cal is playing Virginia Tech. There you go. You can see that if you want. I'm not playing this game. They're both bad. I'm just not doing it. But I said I'll show it. Drake, Southern, Montana, New Orleans, North Kentucky, Stanford, Middle Tennessee, Bellarmine, High Point, Utah. Utah. I forget Utah's a team sometimes. Utah against Oklahoma State. That's a lot of red. That's a lot of red and orange. That's a lot of red and orange. Defense. Both teams don't want to play basketball. You can tell. They're waiting for other sports to start. Southern Illinois. Let's see. Illinois State, Fresno State, Mississippi Valley, Lamar, St. John's, Villanova. That's field basketball-y to me. So we'll show that one. There you go. If you want Villanova, who's been playing better. They're playing a lot better than their season. So, well, they're shooting worse now. They were playing better. Wow, St. John's is the worst three-point shooting team in the country. Would you have guessed that? I wouldn't have. But they don't care because they're the least amount of points. They get 7% of their points from three. They get all of their points from the free throw line and from the 2-point line. And they still suck at that too. Oh, Villanova. Villain. Plus 6.5 Villanova. Really? Why? What? I mean, they can't even score, but they can't defend it, but then they can't shoot, but then they can shoot. I mean, I leave Villanova, but it's just like, what? Their efficiencies are not there. I'm taking Villanova plus 6. What are we doing here? I'm taking it. I don't care. I'm taking it. I see that. I chuckle. So we're going to go Vill plus 6.5. 6.5 for Villanova. I'm down. Let's ride. I'm down for it. Where are we going next? From Villanova and St. John's, we're going Purdue, Fort Wayne. No, we're not. Stony Brook, St. Clair, Pepperdine, A&M. There we go. Oh, it's A&M. There's a top 10 or number 10 A&M, number 5 Alabama. The number one scoring team in the country is Alabama, averaging 100.0 in the last 3 games, up from their season average of 90. Jesus. 31. Let's see, 6 versus 22. That is a push. That leans A&M. A&M's 3-point defense is not good for a team that shoots as many threes. They make 12 threes a game. It's a lot of threes. You don't really want to let Alabama's going to shoot threes all day. We know this. I mean, both have high top 10 efficiencies. What's the spread? Alabama. 3.5 Alabama on the road. I don't trust. 159 is your total. Do you not see these numbers? Do you not see these numbers? Even if you go season average, they still hit the over. Like, what? No. I know there are people who think, oh, defense is going to do things. Like, yeah, the defense looks decent, but no. 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 I'm taking the over 156. I don't care. No. You got the number one scoring team in the country in the last 3 games, plus the number, 31st scoring team in the country, and the other one's great at defense. Yeah, no. Especially when Alabama might hit 15 threes today, the way that the defense looks. And A&M might get like 17 dunks, the way that defense looks. So, yeah, no, we're not taking a side. We're going to take a whole bunch of points. That's way out of the range. Way out of the range. Moving on from there. Oh, we're going to the next highest scoring team in the country. I bet they're number 2. Oh, they're dropped. They are number 2. Hey, that was a good guess. I remember they were 1 a couple of videos ago when I saw them play. 98 were number 2, 52. Same story. I'll probably take their over too. Let's look. Iowa. I'll play Thursday. Iowa minus 5. 160, 166. Now that seems like an Alabama A&M total. Not Indiana, Iowa. Ooh, look at that toe. Look at that right there. That is disgusting for Iowa. So Indiana's going to have some life just by launching threes, because Iowa's just going to let them do it, apparently, because Indiana can't shoot 2s, but Iowa can. So Iowa's going to get it's the same game, different jerseys. The home team's going to get their points inside the paint. The away team's going to get their points from the 3 line. They both are very high scoring. It's the same thing, but I'm not. 166 a little too high. 156 was okay, but 66, that's a little much. And I don't like the Iowa by 5. I just not with that defense. This is not something I want to be a part of. Just saying, just not feeling it. Montana State, no. Idaho State, no. Cal Poly, St. Thomas, Oral Roberts, La Tech, Miss State. There we go. Big game against Kentucky. That's 6 versus 14. Actually, it's a real big game. So 14-1, 12-3. Let me go and pull up the. There we go. Got it. Mississippi State by 5.5. Wow. Wow. I see why. Wow. Look at that defense. The defense is, that's Miss State all day. And Miss State's going to defend that. I can see why Miss State's favored by 5.5 now. It all makes sense now. The efficiency isn't there for Kentucky. Miss State's just looking like the better team. I think Miss State's going to dominate inside against Kentucky. And rebounds. Yeah, they're even better at rebounds. Kentucky might have a rough time. I'll take Miss State by 5.5. Cool. We like that. Let's move on. How many more games we got? We almost done. That's why I like. We'll get rid of the small game. Small teams can have the rest of the week. Saturdays for the big boys. I like how that works. Moving on to Gonzaga. Basketball school. Yes, for sure. 13-4. Gonzaga even ranked 18th. Yeah. Washington State's not. That leans defense. That both leans Gonzaga, and that's all pushing. So it would be Gonzaga. I'll take Gonzaga anything under 10 probably. 17.5, yeah, that's too much. I figured it'd be too high, but by the off chance it was lower, I would take it. Utah State is still ranked at 25th, so I still show them at 15-1 against other boys. So that's Boise. That's Utah. I don't like that game. I'm not even going to touch it. Utah Tech, UTEP, Arizona State's next. They're playing Bebe. That's defense. That's a push. That's defense, and that's a push. Nothing there for us. And we move to Arizona versus UCF, and UCF is so bad at 11-3. How are you even 11-3? Kansas beat you by 50. Like, come on. Man, that was the easiest play. I think Arizona might win by like 32. So Arizona. Let's look. Nope. Other Arizona. Thank you. 16.5. That's a lot. That is a lot. It's this versus this, which is clearly Arizona. That versus that's clearly Arizona. That versus that's. Arizona has all four columns, but 16.5 is a big number. That's a big old number that I'm taking. I don't think UCF is even, they're very good. I think their record's inflated by easy games. Look at their top, look at what they played. They are not tested. They are 4-3 against top 100. Then you have a bunch of other wins that came out of nowhere. Another big home favorite we're going for today. I told you it's going to be a very chalky day. And then we go to pass. That's it. That's all the games. All right. So we blasted through all the games, all the big name games. Let me go back to the schedule so you can see. I was just going down the list. Tomorrow's slate, we have a much smaller slate, but at least we have some good names playing. That's nice. I'll have a video today. We'll cover all the games tomorrow. Like all these smaller teams, they're included. It's not on Saturdays. I'm removing them from Saturdays. If you want the sheets like you see with those games, say you want UMass Lowell NJIT, you got to be a member. Members get that stuff. You can actually do it yourself. So other than that, I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow for some Sunday college basketball. Peace.